Welcome back to the Vanessa Show with Ben and Boyzone's Ronan and Keith. There are all kinds of questions for them now because we're going to use them as a couple of agony uncles. Ooh. And we're starting with some superfans who are standing by on the phone, almost, I'm told, hyperventilating with anticipation. But you are used to people reacting to you like that. So let's speak first of all to Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
You're on to your idols here, Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte, how are you?
Hello, Charlotte.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good morning, darling.
Now, you're going to use their expertise and tap into their knowledge and experience, Charlotte. What have you got to ask them?
Well, my dad is changing the rear shock absorbers on his Land Rover Discovery.
Right.
And he wants to know if it's best to fit bushes as well.
Is it best to what? Sorry, you broke up there?
To fit collie bushes.
Well, will he be taking the vehicle off-road, Charlotte?
No.
Blimey.
Well, OK, I mean, it's not necessary then. With the wonderful roads you have in this country, I don't think it's necessary.
Are you trying to slag the roads we have in Ireland?
No, I'm saying there's
Just
good roads
be careful
here.
now. Just be careful.
We've great roads at home.
We've brilliant roads.
I don't think it's necessary, but, you know, if he was going off-road, maybe. That's what I'd say.
Charlotte, you have a Boyzone question as well, because you're a fairly devoted and passionate fan, aren't you, really?
I am, for 18 years.
Wow.
Oh,
and you're going to be checking out this particular tour, I know that.
Since before we got together. Pretty
I'm
impressive.
going to London O2 and I'm coming over to Dublin to see them.
Ah, very
brilliant.
good.
Thank you very much.
So what do you want to know, Charlotte?
Well, on your comeback tour in 2008, when you were singing When the Going Gets Tough, you were running on treadmills with no tops on.
Oh, yes.
And Keith has been on Twitter recently saying how he's been in the gym. So I was just wondering if we're going to see any more topless activity on this tour.
On stage or off stage?
I thought you said Keith had been on Twitter saying that he's been drinking gin.
No.
On the treadmill.
Don't duck the question. Are you or are you not going to be getting your tops
No,
on?
I think we've done a lot of that, haven't we?
There'd be a little bit of flesh, let's be honest. But our stylist, Shelley, she likes to put us in suits and shirts and ties and stuff like that, but we will take them off.
What, Charlotte, is the most extreme thing you've ever done to see Boyzone?
I don't know. I fly over to Dublin every couple of months, just on the off chance, maybe see them.
Wow.
So you should come to Castlebar. It's going to be a great gig on Paddy's Day, the 17th of March.
It will, actually. It's going to be an emotional one. It'll be a big gig, that, for us. It's Stephen's birthday that day as well, so...
Charlotte, fantastic to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for calling.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Thanks,
Hi,
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Now, Ben's been on the street finding out what fans would like to ask you.
Right.
Yeah, I did, yeah. No, I went out there and I decided to ask them just weird questions. What would you ask Boyzone, but not about them? So,
Our daughter always has trouble going to sleep. What would your advice be to get them off at night time?
Well, if you were to ask my granny that question, she'd say,
I know what you're going to say.
put a wee little bit of whiskey in her bottle and she'd be grand.
OK, don't try this at home, for God's sake. No, a sensible,
Absolutely
paternal
don't try
advice.
that at home. Don't.
A little bit of whiskey doesn't harm her at all. It's grand.
I can't believe saying
No, it's not true.
No, not that. OK, what else?
I'd tire them out. Chase them around the house. Tire them out as best you can. That's the one thing with kids. I have 3 of them. And if they have a busy day, if they're active, kids always sleep great at night then. That's what I find, anyway.
But there is common problems with trying to get children to sleep in their own bed, for a start, when they're very young. And it is about training them how to do it effectively. And it's rewarding positive actions, reinforcing positive
What, a sticker
actions.
chart, that kind of thing?
Basically, you put the kid into their cot or into their bed and they're going to cry. So you let them cry. The first night you let them cry for maybe, 15 minutes and you go back in, give them a cuddle, leave them there, leave the room. The following night, give them a half an hour.
Can we expect the Keith Duffy childcare manual to be published in the near future?
It's his wife Lisa is still trying to do it with him, so that's why he knows this.
She's up to 4 hours now before I cry. It's great.
My dad just used it very simply. Do you want to go to bed with a smack or without a smack? That was it.
Yeah, well,
That was
he
it.
does it as well.
Quick, it was quick.
that helps.
All right, next on the telephone, Karina's there. Hi, Karina.
Hi.
How are
Karina.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's everyone there?
Are you all a dither? You sound a bit a dither.
Oh, I'm absolutely shaking.
Thought
Hey,
so.
Karina, how are you? Nice to talk to you.
How are you?
Thank you.
What would you like to ask the gentleman, Karina?
Yeah, if you woke up in the morning with a big spot on your face, would you squeeze it, leave it, cover it with your wife's makeup or something else?
Oh.
Squeeze it. Especially if it was yellow, you'd have to get it out there, wouldn't you? It'd be gone. Get rid of it. Bit of Sudocreme on top, grand.
I think it's worse when you squeeze them sometimes. If you let them naturally go away, I think it's better because you squeeze them, especially doing what we do if we're going on TV or something, and you just have this big red spot in your face.
Yeah, but Sarah hides it. Sarah's great at hiding.
But if you don't squeeze it, then it's like a great big lump, isn't it?
Oh no,
Not good.
my
What
spot
do you do?
I agree with Rob. Don't squeeze
I
it.
think
let it
leave
go.
a natural course,
Yeah.
natural course,
But
or
actually,
whatever.
looking at you both, your skin is flawless.
They've got lovely skin, Karina,
Thank
you've
you.
got to admit.
That's
What
all
else
down-
would you like to
that's all
ask?
down to Sarah O'Brien.
You are,
Her number's at the bottom of the
you
screen.
are a devoted fan, Karina. What else would you like to ask, sweetheart?
Yeah, rehearsals are underway for the tour.
Yep.
Have you guys had a chance to rehearse with the holographic equipment that you're using, and how does it feel to perform with it?
We're actually not using holograms. We can't use the holographic thing. Sorry. We attempted it, but it's not possible. We would have had to have filmed Stephen in 4D, if that makes sense, to be able to then use it as a holographic image. So we only have actual 2D footage. So we will be using a lot of footage and a lot of stuff you've never seen before on the screens. But we won't be. It's not possible to do that, sadly. It would have been incredible, but we can't make it happen.
Tell us, Karina, about your old man and Aberdeen and how lovely he is to you.
Oh, sorry?
Tell us about your old man and Aberdeen and how kind your husband is to you.
My husband puts up with so much. I'm coming through to the Cardiff gig on the 22nd, and I'm actually having to come through by myself. But he's driving through with me and staying in the hotel whilst I go to the gig.
And why does he not want to come to the show, or you just don't have a ticket?
No, he would if he had to, but for me to get the best seat that I could, I had to buy one ticket.
Right.
But, you know, I think you guys should take pity on me and let me come backstage and meet you.
I'll tell you what, we'll sort out a ticket for your husband, and you can come backstage as well. We'll see you in
That's
Cardiff.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Stay
much.
on the line and give us your details. And we'll see you in
right
Cardiff.
away.
Bring your husband along. Believe me, he'll love the show too. You don't have to be female to enjoy a Boyzone show.
Very true. Very true. Now, listen, you asked another question out there.
I asked
didn't you?
another question, another completely random question, but it was about holidays. Check this out.
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Which is your favourite Caribbean island?
I was married on the island of Nevis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yvonne and I. So that is magnificent. It's very, unspoiled. It's right next to St. Kitts, and it's a really special place. So that, for me, is probably one of my favourites.
There's no tourists there at all.
Well, there's a nice hotel there, Four Seasons. And Princess Diana actually went there and stayed there, and there's some beautiful plantation houses and stuff you can stay on. But I thought it was beautiful. Where have you been out there? You've been in a few places.
Yeah, we went to Grenada a couple of times on holidays and went to St. Lucia. And both of them, they're just beautiful places. But they got destroyed with a tornado there a few years back. Well, Grenada did, I believe. And I believe it's back in action again.
I think
It's a lovely part of the
10
world
out of 10
to
for the
visit.
geography question.
Yeah,
very true.
These boys have been all around the world.
Certainly have. We've got Lynn on the phone. Hello, Lynn. Lynn, you there? Hi. And it's not just you in the family that loves Boyzone.
It's not. It's me mum as well.
Hiya, Lynn. How's it going?
Oh, yeah, brilliant. Are you all right?
I'm good, thanks.
Hi, Lynn.
What would you
Hi,
like to
Keith.
ask the agony uncles today?
My mum's got a question first, so bear with me. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Mum.
Hello. You guys have been our inspirations to life for 18 years. What are your inspirations and why?
What's your inspirations, Rob?
Well, my family, really. My kids, my wife, my career. I feel blessed that I'm still here, I guess, after 17 years getting away with it. I love what I do. And music, and I still enjoy listening to music. I mean, I listen to the radio all the time. I buy new records every week. I still like to physically buy albums rather than downloading and reading the credits. And that's my passion. Music is my thing, and that's what I love. So it inspires me every day. Music keeps me going. And as I said, my kids, does?
Yeah, I suppose I'm inspired by my kids. I've a little girl called Mia. She's a very special little lady, and she is an inspiration. And that would be the biggest inspiration in my life.
And I know you've got a question for them about Twitter, haven't you?
Well, we know Shane doesn't go on Twitter, and we absolutely follow you and Keith really every day. We look to see if you're on. Do you feel it's a beneficial factor that you interact with the fans?
I know Lynn. Her picture just came up there. I know Lynn. Lynn's a dedicated Boyzone fan.
A die-hard fan.
Just saw your picture. Trying to get Shano on Twitter, forget about it. It's ridiculous, right? Shano still has one of those prehistoric mobile phones with the big aerial and the thing that comes down and he goes like that. Hello. Yeah, it's like Dom Jolly, you know, when he
It's like an aircraft carrier that he brings around with him. In fact, I remember one day Rose said, because he doesn't do emails, he doesn't do computers, he barely does phones. And Rose says to him one day, I'm just going out and I'm going to buy you a BlackBerry so that you can get your emails. He goes, Ro, I won't use it. I won't use it. I'll ring that number off the telly, 118, 118. I'll get 350 quid for it.
Oh, yeah. I'll sell it as soon as you give it to me. I mean, he's not into it. He doesn't like it.
I should just tell you, Lynn's coming to no fewer than 12 of your gigs.
Wow.
Pretty devoted.
I'm hoping to make that amount as well.
Thank you very much to all our callers.
Thanks,
and a very little special something from the boys will be in the post to you very soon. So Ben and I and Ronan and Keith will be back in just a few minutes. But first, are there any bridezillas out there? Do you want to know how to bring in your big